Yusuf, and welcome to Happy Punch. Earlier this week, a rumor started on the internet that Deji, why does that name sound so familiar? Will be facing off in an exhibition boxing match against none other than Floyd Mayweather. These rumors began shortly after Deji tweeted and said, "Fight announcement soon." Deji then began to trend on Twitter because everyone was talking about the speculation of, is this real or is it not? Thanks to Keemstar, we then found out that it was indeed true via multiple sources. Mirror Fighting followed up on Keemstar's reports, validating that the sources were true. In that article, journalist Donna Corby shared a speculated event date, location, and even talk about the prospect of the potential undercard. That's very exciting to hear. Now, I don't know much about this Deji character, but if I had to put my money on someone, I'd say Deji's coming out on top on that one. For the last week on social media, KSI and Dillon Danis have been at each other's necks. Dillon Danis started the feud by tweeting a memed picture of KSI last Friday, but then deleting it shortly after. Although it's deleted, it's not off the internet, and KSI caught wind of it before it was gone. This is what KSI had to say. Dillon Danis tried to bark back by posting a screenshot showing that KSI's company Prime Hydration tried to stock up Dillon Danis's fridge. Dillon not only didn't reply, but he had this to say about Prime Hydration. Yeah, doesn't sound like he likes it too much. KSI then shared this about Dillon Danis in response, to which then Dillon Danis shared this. I don't know if you guys are allowed to see that one. To which KSI had this to say. Yesterday, again, not letting the feud die, Danis shared this picture of KSI. KSI then replied saying that he found it hilarious that Danis had that photo saved on his phone. Today, things took a turn for the better. The two finally decided to place a bet on their potential matchup. The tweets went back and forth. And finally, they came down to one solution. The loser of KSI versus Dillon Danis has to shave their head. Will we finally see Baldski in full effect? Or will we see, I'm not even gonna say a scary looking Dillon Danis, because I think he might look good bald. Let me know your thoughts down below. If JJ and Dillon Danis stepped in the ring together, who would be shaving their head? KSI wasn't done with the internet beef because he then started beefing with none other than Tyron Woodley. KSI posted a poll on Twitter earlier this week asking who the audience would like to see him fight next. Winning that poll was none other than Woodley. Jake Paul, of course, had something to say. He was quick to respond to Woodley asking him, would you take on a KSI? To which Woodley said, yes, I would, indeed, and right now. KSI was quick to reply to Woodley to say that he believes that Jake Paul has him on a leash. Woodley wasn't willing to take that disrespect, so he said he would wipe the floor with KSI. He also said, you didn't take the fight on 2 weeks' notice, making you scared. Do not talk about my team, do not talk about me, and keep my name out your mouth. KSI had one quick, easy answer. He brought up the knockout by Jake Paul on Tyron Woodley. Jake Paul then chimed in, calling KSI Deji Sr. Jake Paul then says he believes that KSI will not be fighting Tyron Woodley, will not be fighting Andrew Tate, but instead will be fighting Dillon Danis, whom he says has spent less than 6 minutes in the cage his entire career and hasn't fought in 3 years. It sounds like Jake Paul is trying to play matchmaker on KSI's career. What are your guys' thoughts? Be sure to let us know down below. Because of all that attention, Woodley began to trend on Twitter. Congratulations, Tyron, you deserve it. Back in May, Keemstar tweeted out saying that Social Gloves reached out to him and was willing to give him a 20% return on what they owed him for his involvement in Social Gloves 1. Keem then posted a poll on Twitter asking, should he accept the 20% or should he take Austin's diamond play button that he earned for the Ace family? Well, Keem recently tweeted saying that he settled out of court with the Ace family. Let's call Keem right now and see the legitimacy on the play button. Mr. Keemstar.
Yeah, what's up, man?
We at Happy Punch heard rumors that you acquired Austin McBroom's diamond play button. We're calling to see the legitimacy of that claim.
Here we go.
everything.
Help me out. What does that say?
The Ace Family!
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you, Austin, and thank you, Keem, for your time. Wow! Killer Keem acquires another plaque. Coming off of a monstrous success, Misfits, KSI's boxing company, decided to announce their second card, Misfits 2, happening October 15th. This card is pretty exciting. For our main event, we have the return of Jay Swingler. Now, word on the streets is Jay's been training. Jay's training to be a main character in this league. The only person standing in his way is Charolace. Also on the card, we have the return of the most exciting fighter in this space. The undoubtedly, some say, greatest of all time. The questionably still undefeated. The menace to society. KSI's worst nightmare, Swarms. Swarms will be returning in the ring against Kristen Hanby. You know, I was expecting Swarms to take a step down after KSI, but you know, Swarms is always up for the challenge. So for him to go straight from KSI to Kristen Hanby, you have my respect, win or lose, Swarms. Also on the card, oh, this one gets me excited. We have none other than the Hitman, Slim, returning against Ryan Taylor. Now, Slim is coming off of a monstrous win against Face Temper in Misfits 1. He has the likes of KSI and a Nissan Gibb calling him out for a match in January, yet he's making a quick turnaround getting back in the ring against Ryan Taylor. Let me remind you, Slim and Ryan Taylor were supposed to fight a couple of months back in Dubai. When they met up for their press conference, they ended up getting into a physical altercation. The physical altercation ended up giving Slim permanent eye damage and forced him to pull out of the fight. Ryan Taylor then went on to fight Pretty Boy Anthony Taylor. Slim then went on to fight Face Temper. But Slim wasn't ready to let go of that revenge that he oh so wanted. On Twitter, Slim had this to say: October 15th, I get my revenge on the man who jumped me back in June. I got permanent damage in my left eye because of this wannabe thug, and for that, I want to be the one to humble him for life. Bout to catch a body. Don't miss this. To which Ryan Taylor then tweeted out saying, the first fight he got hospitalized and called the police because of a little scuffle inside the hotel. This time, it's war. See you in a few weeks, Big Slim. Rat emoji. I don't know about y'all, but this is the fight I am most excited for on Misfits 2. Let me know down below, who do you think comes out on top? Is it Slim or is it Ryan Taylor? Also, make sure to be subscribed to this channel because we have locked in an exclusive interview with Slim to hear his thoughts on why he took this fight instead of waiting for bigger names. That's to come out shortly after this video. In Happy Punch news, Happy Punch is proud to announce a few new signees to the roster. I'd like to welcome Jay Kinda Funny, Hasim Rahman Jr., JMX. Can't wait to see you guys in the ring. But don't forget, we also signed Lauren Alexis for her work behind the mic. We're excited to see you behind that mic, Lauren. Show us what you got. Dean the Great and Saul Poppy, current Happy Punch undefeated boxers, also tweeted out saying that they have fight announcements coming soon. Where could they be fighting? Is it Misfits 3? Is it the mysterious Deji vs. Floyd Mayweather card? I guess we'll have to find out. That's all the news I have for you guys today. You guys have been happy punched!